Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all my dear students. Previous we have seen Unit 6 poem. Today we'll see the prose The Talkative Barber. Before we move to our chapter, I would like to remind you that the students who has not completed their CW can start writing in your CW, because the teachers of any subject can ask you for send your CW in the school for checking. So start completed your CW. Now let's move to our chapter, The Talkative Barber. Now look at this picture. Here one sultan is there who sat on the chair. One barber and other 6 faces are there. Afterwards we'll know who they all are. But here I give you a short summary of this lesson. The story is about a barber living in the city of Kashgar. Everyone knows the barber to be a great talker. A sultan wants to get a haircut one day. So he calls the barber to do the job. However, as soon as the barber reaches, instead of getting on with the job, he starts talking non-stop. Moreover, the sultan gets fed up with his behavior and orders him to leave with the payment without getting his haircut. Further, the barber does not agree to these and insists that he will finish the job. Despite this, the barber keeps on talking about something or the other. The sultan tells him many times to stop talking and do his job, but all in vain. The barber tells him about his brothers and does not even start with shaving the head. As the sultan starts getting angrier, the barber decides to start shaving. So this is the story of one of the barber who living in the city of Kashgar. Now we'll see more about this story in our lesson. The Talkative Barber. Long ago, a sultan whose name was Shahryar ruled over a large kingdom. His queen was a good storyteller. Each night she would tell a story to the king. She narrated ancient Persian and Arabic folk stories. This is one of the stories from the Arabian Nights. So here one queen who was a good storyteller. So he told every night one story to his king, to her king. This is one of the story which she has taken from the Arabian Nights. So now let's move to our story. Read the story about a man who cannot stop talking. Talkative. Talkative means the person who cannot stop talking, who loves to talk a lot. In this city of Kashgar lived a barber who was a great talker. Once the sultan called the barber to shave his head. The barber started talking non-stop instead of shaving him. The sultan got angry. So in this first paragraph, students, we have seen that the barber who lived in the city of Kashgar, and this barber was very talkative. Once upon a time, one sultan called this barber to shave his head, to cut his hair. The barber started talking non-stop instead of shaving him. And this barber who started talking a lot, what's his business? To cut the hair of Sultan's head. But what this barber started doing? He started talking non-stop. The Sultan got angry. And because of these non-stop talking and not doing his job, not doing his business to cut the hair, the Sultan became very angry. Now what happened? Look at, when are you going to stop talking and begin to do your work? The Sultan became angry and asked him that when you are going to stop talking and you will begin to your work. Your work means to cut the hair. The barber replied, "You do me an injury by calling me a chatterer, for everyone says I'm very quiet. I have 6 brothers whom you might call chatterers. The names are Buckbone, Buckburia, Buckbuck, Al-Khuz, Al-Nashi, and Shakabak. One is humpbacked, one is toothless, one is half-blind, one is quite blind, one is deaf, and the other has a defect in his speech, and they are all great talkers. But I am the youngest of my family." When Sultan became angry on him because this barber was talking a lot, that time look at what's the reply of this barber. "You do me an injury by calling me a chatterer." Chatterer means someone who talks a lot. So barber said that you hurt me by saying the word chatterer. You said me chatterer and I got injury, I got hurt. For everyone says I'm very quiet. And what he replied? That everybody is saying that I'm a very silent person, very quiet person. I have 6 brothers whom you might call chatterers. And after what he had said, that I have 6 brothers and you might be call them chatterers. They are great talkers. The names are Buckbone. Now look at, he started another story here. Sultan had not asked him about his family, but here he started to say about his brother, that he has 6 brothers, and after he started to say name also. One name is Buckbone, another is Buckburia, third one is Buckbuck, fourth Al-Khuz, fifth Al-Nashi, and 6th Shakabak. One is humpbacked. Humpback means a person whose back is hunched, someone who is unable to walk normally because of an injury of disability to the back. One is toothless, means one of the brother has no tooth inside his mouth. One is half blind, maybe one eye blind. One is quite blind, means one brother who is not able to see anything, quite blind. One is deaf. Deaf means who cannot able to hear. And the other has a defect in his speech, who cannot able to speak proper. And they are all great talkers. Now look at, everybody has some faults in their body, or you can say some disability. But according to this barber, they all are great talkers. One who cannot able to speak proper, one who cannot able to hear, one has no tooth inside mouth, one is blind, half blind, one is quite blind, one is not able to walk proper. And what these barbers saying? These all are great talkers, but I am the youngest of my family. But I'm the youngest one, small than these all six. And I'm not a great talker. And I'm very quiet and sparing with words. And what he said? That I'm a very silent and I just use my words to talk, to say something to the people. Now look at here, open everybody page number 101. Give him 3 pieces of gold, the Sultan cried, losing all patience, and sent him away. I will not be shaved today. Now Sultan became really very angry. What he said, he ordered that give him 3 pieces of gold. He said that give this barber 3 pieces of gold. The Sultan cried. Cried means not crying, shouted because of angriness, losing all patience, and he lost his patience and sent him away. Means say him to go out from here. I will not be shaved today. I don't want to cut my hair today. My master, cried the barber, it was not I who came to seek you. It was you who ordered me to come. So I will not quit your house till I have shaved you. Now look at what the barber said. My master, he used his respected word for the king, for the sultan. My master, cried the barber. He is speaking with a loud voice in front of king. It was not I who came to seek you, that I wasn't come to you. I wasn't search you. It was you who ordered me to come. And you told me before, you ordered me to come at your kingdom and shaved you. I did not search you. So I will not quit your house. So what does barber say? That's why you ordered me. You told me, you searched me. So I will not quit. I will not leave your house till I have shaved you. So he is also very firm that I will not leave your home till I'll shave you. I'll cut your hair. He then began narrating another story which lasted half an hour. Earlier, students, he started the story of his family. The Sultan did not ask him anything related to his family, but he started the story of his family and his 6 brothers. Now he started another story. Even though Sultan ready to give him 3 pieces of gold, just imagine, students, how much the Sultan become fed up, tired by this barber. Without shaving his hair, he is ready to give 3 gold coins, 3 pieces of gold. But the barber who don't want to quit, who don't want to leave the house. So once again they started. He then began narrating another story which lasted half an hour. Once again, he started another story which also take half an hour. Stop making your fine speeches and let me go quickly. I have an affair of the greatest importance. I have to go out at noon, said the Sultan. Now Sultan really became very angry. We can see in his speech, stop making your fine speeches. Stop making these all stories. And let me go quickly. Means cut my hair quickly. I have an affair of the greatest importance. Means I have another work, and that work is very important for me. I have to go out at noon, said the Sultan. Means in afternoon, I have to go in that important work. I have to go for that important work. So do quickly. and stop your these all fine speeches. Now look at students on page number 102. When he saw that the Sultan was really angry with him, the barber said, "O master, do not be angry. I will begin to shave you." Saying this, he washed the Sultan's head and began to shave. But he had not touched him even 4 times with the razor, when he stopped and said, "My master, you are acting hastily in this matter." Now look at. Finally, he understood that the Sultan is really become angry. So student, what he has done? "O master, do not be angry." He said to Sultan that don't be angry, I will begin to shave you. Saying this, he washed the Sultan's head and began to shave. After he has looked that the Sultan really became very angry, so he said that don't be angry, and after he started his work. What he has done? He washed the hair of Sultan and after he started to shave. But what happened? He has not touched the razor. Razor means a sharp instrument which people, or you can say barber, used to cut off the hair from the skin of the person. So he is not touched 4 times also. Means he is not started, just washed the head of Sultan. When he stopped and said, "My master," means he started but not completed shaving of Sultan's head. "My master, you are acting hastily in this matter." Hastily means ज़्यादा जल्दबाजी करना, means you are very quick in this matter. So don't act like this. "Go on shaving me. Speak no more," ordered the Sultan. Now he is a king, he is a Sultan. He cannot request. He ordered the barber that, "Go on shaving me, cut my hair, and now don't speak more." "Be patient," said the barber. "Perhaps you have not considered well what you are going to do. I wish you would tell me what this matter of great importance is all about, and then I will give you my opinion on it." Now look at, he's ready to talk about the third story. First, he talked about his family. After he's ready to start another story, but that time the Sultan stopped him. So now he started to talk about another things. What he want to talk? On page number 101, the Sultan told him that, "Do quickly. At noon, I have some important affair, and I have to go there." So here he is asking about the Sultan's job, that what the important affair for him. What he say? "Perhaps you have not considered well what you are going to do." Means you have not told me that what we're going to do. What are you going to do in the afternoon? "I wish you would tell me what this matter of great importance is all about, and then I will give you my opinion on it." After half shaved, he just started shaving Sultan's head. What he is asking? He asking Sultan that, "Tell me that what is the great importance matter is going in the afternoon. You told me, you just tell me everything, and I'll give you my opinion also in that matter." "Finish shaving at once," the Sultan exclaimed. Exclaim means to say something suddenly with a loud voice, or you can say with an angry voice. Now in an angry voice, Sultan said that, "First you finish the shaving." But instead of doing this, the barber left the Sultan half shaved to go and see what time it was. My patience is exhausted, the Sultan cried. And now look at here. He's really very talkative barber. The Sultan became very angry, but this barber is not stopped his talking. That time when he is asking the question to Sultan that you tell me everything, that which matter is going on in the afternoon, why it's too important for you. And after I ready to give my opinion, the Sultan don't want his opinion, but he wants to give opinion to Sultan. After, when Sultan become angry, then also what he has done? Instead of doing this work, instead of cut the hair, he left the Sultan half shaved only. He cut half side hair and he left the Sultan like this only, and he went to watch the time, what the time happened. My patience is exhausted. Here, Sultan cried. Sultan became very angry and he said that exhausted. Exhausted means I'm tired, I'm fed up by this barber. Now, students, just look at here. In a previous poem, we have seen that Jan, who's quite silent, who is very silent. In poem class discussion, we have seen that the girl Jan, who is very silent in the class. But here look at completely opposite lesson. Here talkative barber, the barber who cannot stop himself for talking, and after talking a lot, he said that he is the quiet one in the whole family. So look at here, in this whole world, some people are very talkative like barber, and some people are very silent like Jan. So now we'll continue in the next video after what happened. This barber shaved the full head of Sultan or not, or he just left the half shaved only to the Sultan. Till that, complete your CW. If you have any doubts, you can ask me related this chapter in the comment box. And don't forget to complete your CW with a good handwriting. Thank you and have a wonderful day.